If you have ever wondered how to actually build a reading habit in your kids, this video is exactly what you clicked for. Studies say only a small percentage of kids become lifelong readers. But with a few small changes, we have made reading something our kids truly love doing. I am a mom of two, my daughter is 10 and my son is 7. My daughter has already read thousands of books. She even finished all 7 Harry Potter books within a month when she was just 9. Even though my husband and I started our own reading journey only about 4 years ago, we fell in love with books, became a bit obsessed, and made reading a part of our daily family routine. And that completely changed our life and transformed how our kids see books. This isn't another list of generic reading tips. I am sharing 5 real things we personally did that actually worked and can help you raise readers too. So let's get started. Here are the 5 things we did to nurture our kids' love for reading. Number 1. Introduce books when they were babies. You can start introducing books even to newborns. There are high contrast board books designed for babies, developing vision, and colorful picture books for slightly older ones. When my daughter was born, we didn't know much about this. We started giving her books around 8 or 9 months old, and by her first birthday, she already had her own set of board books. By the time my son was born, my daughter was already in love with books. Watching his sister flip through pages, he started doing the same even before he turned 6 months. So their reading journey began with board books, then picture books, then chapter books, and it still continues. The earlier you introduce books, the better. It helps kids naturally fall in love with reading. That said, it's never too late. Even if you didn't start early, you still can. My husband and I are proof. We started our own reading journey in our 30s. So remember, your kids are never too young and you are never too old to start reading. If you're thinking, but my child is too young for books, change that mindset. Reading doesn't only mean reading words. Even looking at pictures is part of reading. It builds imagination, creativity, and brain development. I will share some good board book links in the description if you would like to check them out. Number 2. Frequent library visits. We were living in the US until a few months back, where public libraries are incredible. You can borrow up to 100 books per library card absolutely free. We used to go to the library every week. In the beginning, we helped our kids choose books, but then they started to pick their own based on their interests. 2 things make this habit powerful. Kids get to explore a wide range of books, and when they choose the books themselves, they are much more eager to read them. I have seen many families with accessible to such amazing libraries, but they rarely use them. If you have access, make the most of it. And if you are in India where public libraries are not as common, there are still great alternatives. If buying many books feels expensive, try this. Gather a few families together. If 10 families each buy 10 books and share them, every child gets to explore 100 different books. It's an easy way to build curiosity and nurture the reading habit naturally. Number 3. Keep books accessible to kids. Our bookshelf is in the living room right near the entrance. That's intentional. It's visible from almost every room. As Atomic Habits says, make the habits you want to build visible and accessible. So we made sure books were right in front of our kids and at their height, so they can grab them anytime without asking us. When our kids were younger, my husband used to spread all the library books across the living room floor. The moment he did that, the kids would rush over like magnets. If you keep books neatly locked in a cupboard to avoid clutter, chances are they will still untouched. Even if your kids have a bookshelf in their room, remember, if they spend more time in the living room, keep a few books there too. For toddlers, have a small shelf or a basket at their height, so they can independently grab a book whenever they want. Number 4. Read to your kids daily. This is something we have done since they were babies, and we still do it today. Before they could read words, they would look at pictures and imagine their own stories. When parents read aloud, kids begin connecting pictures with words, improving their vocabulary and comprehension skills. Many parents buy lots of books and say, go read. But how often do we actually read to them? That's the key question. Kids love being read to, even those who can already read. Every night before bed, my husband reads to our kids 1 book each. It's part of our bedtime routine. This not only builds their interest in reading, but also strengthens our bond as a family. Number 5. Be an example. This one might sound simple, but it's the most powerful of all. Our kids already loved books before we became regular readers. But once they saw reading become part part of our everyday life, their love for books grew even stronger. Every morning, right after brushing, my husband and I sit on the sofa and read. Before bed, we read again. Watching us, our kids quietly pick up their own books and start reading beside us, without us saying a word. Many parents want their kids to read, but when asked, "Do you read?" the answer is often no. As the book 10 Most Common Mistakes Good Parents Make says, "Do as I say, not as I do," doesn't work with kids. Children learn more from what they see than what they are told. So instead of saying, "Go read a book," just pick one up yourself. When they see you reading, they will naturally follow. These are the 5 things we did to develop a strong reading habit in our kids. I have also made another video with additional tips to help your kids fall in love with reading. If you haven't watched it yet, click here to check out. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe to my channel. See you again in another video. Bye.